here tonight, Cubs and Mets, as the Cubs go for the 4-game sweep.
As the Mets wrap up their series with the Cubs, it has not gone well for the Mets so far. They got swept in a doubleheader yesterday, and after the game, they cut ties with their longest tenured player. They traded David Peterson over to the Cubs in exchange for a minor league infielder.
Freddie Peralta makes his 17th start as a Met and his 179th of his big league career. As a major leaguer, he has pitched with a 3.69 ERA. This season with the Mets, 4.83, and trying to lower that with a good performance tonight.
The game that Freddie pitched against the Cubs in Chicago in April, he pitched really well. He left a 1-1 game in the 6th inning with a couple of men on.
So Crow Armstrong, the former Met, #1 draft pick, steps in on a 13-game hitting streak, batting .285. 17 homers, 44 runs batted in.
Scramble ball, base hit, right field. And PCA is aboard. He has reached in 27 in a row.
So as was the case in the first game of the doubleheader yesterday, 2 former Mets first-round draft picks are hitting 1-2 in the order for the Cubs. And Conforto takes strike 3 call. Change up at the top of the zone, down and looking for the first out of the night.
Swung on and popped up foul outside third. Bichette over, has a play on the dirt, makes the one-hand catch. Crow Armstrong tags and bluffs going towards second just to draw a throw. But now there are 2 men away, and Alex Bregman will be the batter. Swinging a grounder to short to his right, Mauricio. He's got it. Throws to second for the force play. Side retired.
You see the big lefty back out there on the mound for the Cubs.
Boyd needed minor knee surgery last month after tweaking his knee playing with his kids. And while rehabbing from minor knee surgery after tweaking the knee, he then began to experience some shoulder issues. A start for Boyd. Back-to-back Ks to begin the frame.
Outside ball 4. And Soto, as he often will, draws a walk.
Mark Vientos will dig in. The Mets cleanup man hitting at .220 with 10 home runs and 33 RBIs. Vientos grounds one to short, fielded by Swanson in the hole. Throw to second in time for the force, and that ends the first inning.
So first time through the order for Peralta, just 1 base runner. That was the single from Pete Crow Armstrong. But after that, a lot of strikes, a couple strikeouts, 3 of them and no walks. We're back to the top of the order for PCA.
And a swing and a miss, got him with a curveball. Peralta's retired 9 in a row, and he's done it efficiently over the first 3 innings.
Swing and miss, strike 3 as Boyd doubles up on the slider.
That's outside ball 4, and Benj is on with the walks. That's 3 walks now for Boyd, who's yet to give up a hit.
Bo Bichette will be the batter. Bo Bichette, hot hitter, hit .380 over his last 19 games.
Ground ball toward the middle of the diamond. Swanson can't get to it. Smothered by Horner, but he has no play. And it's an infield hit for Bichette. The Mets' first hit of the night. Just skittered it past the mound and over the bag. Well placed.
But now the Mets trying to push across a run. They have first and second and 2 outs, and Juan Soto at the plate.
And he throws him a slider on 3 and 1, and it's a walk to fill the bases.
And for Boyd, it's about just getting back. They don't expect him to come out and throw a perfect game in his first outing. He's at 48 pitches now. His last rehab was 59 pitches. So they're not looking at somebody getting fully stretched out, getting all that. They just need help. They just need him to get back in the rotation, get the first one out, get the kinks out in this first game.
And now the Mets have the bases loaded with 2 down, and the cleanup man, Mark Vientos, due up. Vientos pops it up on the infield, back of third, in foul territory. It's Bregman, makes the catch, out number 3, and Boyd works out of the bases loaded jam. 2 away.
Here's Mauricio batting right-handed. Well, Mauricio is batting against a lefty. His weaker side so far in his career is a 136 hitter against lefties. 272 with much more power against righties.
And ripped down the left field line, and he's got himself an extra base hit. Mauricio on his way to second, and he pulls in there with his first double of the season and the Mets' second hit of the night. So Mauricio, who has really struggled at the big league level as a right-hand batter, has had 2 good at-bats already from the right side.
MJ Melendez at the plate.
Hit hard toward the middle. Knocked down by Swanson on a dive from the seat of his pants. Just holds the ball. Mauricio gets to third, stops there. Melendez safe at first on what turns out to be an infield hit, but that was a bullet up the middle, and Swanson almost made a diving catch. And the ball dropped off his glove. He turned his body with his legs extended, sitting down. I almost thought he was going to turn and throw to first, but he never got a clean grab of the ball.
So once again, Boyd has to work out of a jam. Men at the corners, 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Brett Beatty, left-handed hitter at the plate. Beatty chops one on the right side, fielded by Horner. Shovel toss to Bush at first, in time to get the speedy Beatty for out number 3. And once again, Boyd works out of the jam.
Peralta very efficient tonight. 49 pitches through 4 innings. And more, please, I'm sure, is the phrase you're hearing most often in the Mets dugout as it pertains to Peralta tonight. He's been good. Best one in a while.
Strikeout number 5 for Freddie.
Miguel Amaya at the plate.
And he flies one out to left center. Deep in the gap goes Melendez. He gets there. Side retire. 1, 2, 3 for Peralta. He's through 5. No score.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Boyd with 4 strikeouts.
And now Juan Soto will be the batter. Probably one way or the other, the last batter for Boyd tonight.
Juan Soto grounds one to the left side, off the glove of Bregman and into the outfield. And Soto's got a hit. He takes a wide turn, but Happ gets it in. And Soto stops at first, so he's on base for the 3rd straight time. 2 walks and now a downbeat single.
Craig Counsell out of the dugout. 4 2/3 shutout baseball.
Matthew Boyd, it's a big couple claps from his manager. He did a very nice job here in New York tonight. His first time back.
We'll turn to Ethan Roberts.
Yeah, one of the fresher arms out there in that Cubs bullpen. He has not worked in a few days. Saturday was his last appearance.
Vientos pops it up right side. Behind first base in foul territory. Bush has a play now near the coach's box. Makes the catch. Out number 3. Soto stranded on the bases. Dansby Swanson, one of the big reasons why the Cubs have won the first 3 games of this series.
On the ground, backhanded. Mauricio. Vientos can't pick it. Swanson is aboard.
And you knew once or if the Mets made an error tonight in this game, they were going to hear it from the fans. And this ball's picked. Backhand. Now all you got to do is just set your feet and make a good strong throw across the diamond, and that doesn't happen. And
PCA retired on the play. Swanson to second.
Michael Conforto at the plate. The pitch. Conforto lines one for a base hit to right. Ball quickly fielded by Benj. Wittenberry sending Swanson around. Here's the throw, the slide. Swanson's in there. RBI single, Michael Conforto, and the Cubs strike first. A 1-0 lead over the Mets here in the 6th.
Michael Conforto had been scuffling. It comes through with a big knock here. 2 hopper off the mark. And Dansby in with run number 1.
2 away as Bush flies out, but the error comes back to haunt the Mets here again.
Alex Bregman has wrapped into a fielder's choice. He's also grounded to 3rd. He's got Conforto at first. Slicing liner, right field. That'll touch down for a hit and kick towards the wall. Conforto is around 3rd. He's on his way to the plate as Benj misplayed it. And the Cubs add on. It's 2-0.
this ball's dumped on the right field line, and Benj has an issue with it in the corner. As it goes around, he does not field this ball cleanly, and it gets past him and goes all the way out to the track. And I'm not quite sure how it got past him. We get kind of blocked, but it hits the sidewall and then goes back to the field of play past him. Because of that, everybody else moves up 90 feet. Bregman ends up with a triple.
Ian Happ now digs in. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-hander Peralta.
Base hit right field. There you go. Coming in to score is Bregman. Happ delivers. And it's 3-0.
Boy, and the leadoff error comes back to really haunt. And now 3 straight, a couple hits, but 2 straight hits to drive in runs. Oh, my.
Ball 4. I think that's going to be it. Yep, you're right, Keith. Here comes Carlos Mendoza. And whatever the crowd reaction, it should not be directed towards Freddie Peralta. He should have been out of this inning a long time ago. But again, no help from the defense.
Austin Warren in the game for the Mets. Austin was almost perfect through his first 18-19 appearances. The last couple have been a little shakier.
Warren delivers, and it's in there. Strike 3 called. He throws him with a fastball, and that retires the side. But Cubs scored 3 runs.
So the Mets have a 1-out base runner. That's 5 walks for Cubs pitchers.
And Ronnie Mauricio will be the batter.
Mauricio again, he's going to bat left-handed here. This has been the side of the plate he's been more proven in.
Pulled down to first, handled by Bush. The throw to second is wide, and the throw back to first is on target, but in the dirt, but pulled out by Bush.
I don't think it was wide. I think it hit the runner and caromed off to Dansby Swanson. No, it was wide. You're right, Gary. Not even close. The wherewithal to Swanson to turn that into an out is just incredible.
It's going to bring out Craig Counsell here in the 6th.
Hobie Milner, third straight day he has worked.
Eric Wagaman pinch hitting, flies one to deep left. Back goes Happ onto the warning track. It's out of here. Eric Wagaman with a pinch hit 2-run homer. And the Mets pull back to within a run on the first pitch thrown by Hobie Milner. Wagaman's second pinch hit home run this year. And the Mets are down just 3-2.
I think this is the second time in this series Counsell has gone to a relief pitcher on their first pitch. They've given up a home run.
3 straight hits against Hobie Milner. Milner benches aboard. The Mets have runners at the corners, 2 out. Bo Bichette coming up. And Craig Counsell is churning up the dugout steps and on his way to the mound.
There's Phil Maton now, 30th appearance for the right-hander.
New York looking for more as Bichette digs in.
Bichette is hit by the pitch, and that'll load him up for Soto. So Maton coming inside, hits Bichette, and now the stage is set for Juan Soto.
Soto pulls her on the ground, fielded by Horner on the edge of the outfield grass. The flip to first in time. And Maton works out of the jam as Soto grounds out with the bases loaded.
Young did not start the game. That was Mark Vientos, who went 0 for 3 and then got pulled.
The curveball drilled to deep right field. Back goes Dean near the wall. It's out of here. Jared Young ties the game with his second home run of the series. Number 6 for Young, and it's 3-3 in the 7th.
I just find it so fascinating when the batter is leading off an inning, tries to get on with a surprise bunt, and instead hits a hanging breaking ball for a tying home run. Yeah, just a hanging breaking ball right in the middle of the plate. Young didn't miss it.
And so the script has been flipped, and now the Mets have a chance.
So now men at first and second for the Mets. And A.J. Ewing will dig in, left-handed batter.
Center field, PCA.
Simmer down, folks. Simmer down.
Makes the catch and fires it to third, and there's 2 outs.
Ronnie Mauricio will hit, pitch to Mauricio. A bouncing ball hit on the right side, fielded by Horner on the edge of the outfield grass. The flip to first in time. And Webb works into and out of the jam as the Mets leave 2 here in the bottom of the 9th.
Craig Counsell going Matt Shaw as the runner at second. There's Swanson now. We're in the 10th.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a high cutter. Really on 3 pitches takes care of Swanson for the first out.
Yeah, that was easy work. About red-hot Swanson by Raley.
Now Pete Crow Armstrong, center fielder, very shallow. Ewing in center with Pete at the plate.
Crow Armstrong lines one down the right field line. Fair ball. It'll roll all the way to the corner. Shaw around third, digging for home. He scores. Pete Crow Armstrong, RBI double. And the Cubs take the lead 4-3 over the Mets here in the 10th.
Hit number 2 for PCA tonight. He started off the ball game with a solid single to right. Cubs fans in the ballpark chanting PCA as he delivers yet again. My goodness.
PCA advances to third, 2 away here in the top of the 10th. Bush drills one deep in the air to right. Going back bench at the track, makes the catch right in front of the wall. Out number 3.
Ronnie Mauricio will be the free runner. Eric Wagaman will lead it off. Trent Thornton in the game to try to save it for the Cubs.
Fly ball left field. Happ to his left. Makes the catch. Quickly fires it in, and there's 1 away.
Here comes left-handed hitting Brett Beatty, the number 9 hitter in the Mets order.
On the ground, right side. Horner to first. 2 down.
Mauricio advances to third, but the Mets are down to their last out. Marcin Benj digs in, left-handed batter against the right-hander Thorpe.
On the ground, flag down by Bregman. Fires. Ball game. Cubs win. How about that for a turnaround? They come into New York and pull off a 4-game sweep.
Watching Trent Thornton, man, he is jacked up. Hang in there. Bullpen does their job. High five, smiles all the way around.